How's it going, everyone? And today we're going to be going over some group buys for January 2021. But before we do, as always, I'd like to shout out the Discord server. I post things like group buys, interest checks, everything keyboard related, as well as we have a bot for monitoring item restocks and item postings on websites like Novel Keys and KPD Fans. So if you're trying to stay up to date on that type of stuff, feel free to join the server. Link is in the description below. But let's get right to the video. First up here today, we have the NK65 Awaken edition, and this comes in two different colorways. It has an Awaken pink and Awaken green. Initially, when I first saw this board, I thought, okay, that's a little bit pricey for what it is. And then I started reading into it, and I didn't realize, but you actually get a GMK keycap set with this keyboard. That being said, that is an amazing offer for $230. You get a fully built keyboard. This is pretty much plug and play. You're ready to go once it is shipped to you. You have recolored yellows in there, and then your base NK65, and again, you get your GMK set. I personally am not a huge fan of the board itself, just the design of the case and whatnot. It gives me kind of a cyberpunk feel. I'm not a fan of the game either. Haven't played it, but just not very interested. So in that way, it doesn't really appeal to me. But it is very interesting nonetheless. The group buy is running till January 31st and is expected to ship the fourth quarter of 2021, which is a bit of ways away, but the fact that you're getting a GMK set with it as well kind of makes sense why it is, gonna take so long to ship out. But there you have it, the NK65 Awaken edition, probably one of the best values for a keyboard I've seen in a while. So if you are interested in any of the items you see, links are in the description below. But let's see what else we got today. Next up here, we have the GMK Iconic Graphic. This draws inspiration from the popular Vaporwave album Floral Shop, and I know there was a Vaporwave keycap set before, and it goes for crazy amounts on the secondary market, so it was inevitable that another Vaporwave themed keycap set would come out in the future, and it's finally here. The group buy started on January 8th and it ends on February 6th. The estimated ship time is late fourth quarter 2021, so probably around that November-December time. This is a pretty, it's an outlandish keycap set in my opinion. You don't see a whole lot of keycap sets with this color scheme because it is kind of a hard color scheme. It's a little harsh on the eyes in my opinion, just with so many different contrasting like neon colors. The grays are nice. I actually do like the grays and that like cyan blue. Cyan, I don't know how to pronounce it, but anyway, it's a little bit weird to look at, but nonetheless, it is a nice looking keycap set, and I know this is going to go for a decent amount on the secondary market as well, probably in that $300 to $350 range. I can see it going for that much. It has a bit of an expensive retail cost at $145 for what it is. I feel like this is closer to like a $130 keycap set. But either way, you get what you get, and if you like it, you'd probably rather pay $150 now rather than $350 later, but to each their own. So there you have it, the GMK Iconic Graphic. This is a set I'm still kind of on the fence on whether or not I want to buy, because usually if I buy sets, I'm going to buy a few and I'm just going to sit on it, and if I do end up wanting to keep it, I have that option. But with the Iconic Graphic, it's just not a set I would personally keep, so that's kind of what's keeping me back from wanting to buy it. Nonetheless, it is a nice set, but let's go ahead and see what else we got today. Next up here, we have the GMK Kojiro, and this is probably, out of all the sets that we're going to take a look at today, my favorite set. I just don't know what it is, but that light lavender purple and that ultraviolet darker purple just goes so well together. The contrast is there, but they're also complementary. It just looks really good on a keyboard, especially in these renderings. I think it's a solid keycap set. It reminds me of not the Vaporwave keycaps that we just saw, but the one I mentioned earlier that was going for a lot on the aftermarket. It reminds me of that set, but I definitely prefer the Kojiro. Just in my opinion, it just looks better. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the lead times for GMK keycaps are just getting longer and longer. The lead time for this set is 40 weeks. The group buy ends on January 31st, so you still have some time to get into it, but I wouldn't expect this set to ship out until late fourth quarter 2021. I wouldn't even be surprised if it got delayed and was going to be shipped out in 2022, but let's hope sooner the better for the most part. But this is definitely going to be a very good keycap set to flip. If you're looking, to invest, I'd say buy 5-10 sets and just sit on it. You can make a very good chunk of change off of that for doing little to nothing. But I know a lot of people don't like resellers and me saying that type of stuff, but I just try and be honest. That's just how I see it in a lot of cases. This is a set I would use for the personal. It's kind of muted, low key, but at the same time the colors on it do pop. Yeah, the GMK Kojiro. Let's go ahead and look at the last keycap set we have for today. Lastly here today we have the GMK Baltic. This is an interesting set. It's not really something that's within my comfort zone of colors. It's like this weird emerald / jade. It's hard to describe, but it is inspired by the Memphis style of art. I think I'm saying that right. I kind of looked it up on the Geekhack forum, the Memphis art style, and it uses these like crazy pastels and different contrasting colors. It's just not something I would personally use, but I thought it was cool and it was interesting, so I wanted to add it in the video, hoping one of you guys would like it and it's something that someone would be interested in. I don't know, it's just kind of, for me, I like it. I like it. I like the concept. It's just hard to look at. Like, I don't think I would be able to stare at my keyboard. Not that I even do look at my keyboard when I don't look when I type, but I feel like it'd just be hard to stare at my board if it was that color. It just maybe doesn't match anything in my setup or in my room. If I had something that was a little more colorful, then it probably would go great with my setup. But I mainly just have a black desk, which I think I posted in the Discord before, and you guys have seen that. But if you haven't, I just have a black desk. This would look a little funky on a very minimalist desk. But the group buy runs until February 3rd, and it has again a 40-week lead time, so don't expect it to ship out until late fourth quarter 2021, or even if there are some delays, early 2022. But yeah, that is all we have time for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and yeah, catch you guys later. Take it easy. Peace out.